Hey, this is Killer Nacho posting my first ever YouTube battle. I'm playing DaPokeManiac from the Pojo forums. This battle, he isn't really that good, and I'd probably prefer a better challenger, but this battle is mainly to test out my webcam and to get used to the voice dubbing. I'm still not used to it, by the way. This is probably my third take at it. But anyway, he sends out Tyranitar, I send out Fortress. I don't know what kind of Tyranitar I want to find out, so I'm going to use Stealth Rock and see what he uses. I think I can survive a hit no matter really what. That's sort of a Fire Fang, of course. He uses Thunderbolt, so I think he's a special Tyranitar, so I set up Stealth Rock. And see how much that did? I'm going to try to set up some spikes, too, because I'm really expecting to switch here. But he actually doesn't switch here, which is strange. He uses Earthquake, so I know it's not choiced at all, and I also know that it is a mixed Tyranitar. So he lets me set up the spikes, and I'm like, wow, this is great. I'm going to get a second layer of spikes as he switches, but he doesn't switch again. This is why I don't think it's good at all. So he's eventually going to let me set up 3 spikes. And he told me afterwards that he didn't have anything to switch to, but I know that's a lie because I saw his entire team. It's a Sandstorm team. He could have switched to a lot of things. I know he has a Garchomp on this team, too. Sorry to ruin the surprise or anything. So, yeah, I'm going to Spike. He's going to Earthquake. Nothing too exciting here. Doop. Spikes. Why is he doing this? He can easily switch out here. So yeah, here I'm going to try to do some ping damage, because I consider Fortress dead. I'm going to use Gyro Ball. I probably should have just switched to Gengar, but this guy's so bad I really didn't need to. So I did some damage. I could have switched here to Gengar as well, just so I can get a free Death Fodder hit on Fortress later. But like I said, I really didn't think I needed it. I'm just focusing on trying to get the webcam to work, which is why the screen's all positioning weird. So here I just go for another Gyro Ball, even though I should have switched to Gengar. That's okay. After he kills me, I'm just going to switch to Gengar now. So here comes out my Gengar, my modest shiny Gengar, which is extremely cool. I probably should use Timid, but I have a cool Gengar, so here we go. Oh, look, it shines. Okay. So, Gengar is going to go with the Focus Blast, because I know this is going to KO the Tyranitar. I could have used Hypnosis, but I decided, what's the point? So, that's a dead Tyranitar. Here he sends out Garchomp, I would think. Let me check. Yeah, he's thinking about it. Yes, he sends out Garchomp. So, I'm going to Hypnosis it. I know he has Sand Veil, and the Sand Veil hacks could get me, but this is a Wide Lens Gengar, so I felt pretty confident. So I actually get the Hypnosis on it, and it's asleep. So now I'm just going to start whacking it with Shadow Ball. How much damage that Spikes and Stealth Rock did, what a noob. Sorry, DaPokeManiac, if you're watching this. So here comes the Shadow Ball, which hits. Not gonna kill, but does significant damage to Garchomp, and I'm like, wow, this is great. I'm gonna 2-hit KO it. And I'm still asleep. Well, no. Hacks definitely is on his side in this battle, because what happens next? Well, I Shadow Ball and missed, and then he woke up and destroyed me with a Crunch, which I knew it was carrying, but it was still pretty annoying. So I lost my Gengar he killed Tyranitar. Like I said, I'm not probably paying to my best right now. I'm just trying to test out my webcam, and this guy, I'm pretty sure I could beat. Anyway. So here comes out Garchomp of my own. This is actually a Choice Scarf variant. That's designed to use Outrage, but knowing that he uses a Sandstorm team, I was afraid he was going to switch out to a Steel here, so I thought I'd be safe and just go with the Earthquake, which would kill the Garchomp anyway. He doesn't switch, and I got a kill on Garchomp. And also with Outrage, I couldn't switch out this turn, which I'm going to, obviously. He sends out a Swampert, which I thought might be carrying an Ice move, like Ice Beam. I didn't really know. So the safest switch here is my Gyarados, which is what I do. Here we come. Switch to Gyarados because I suspect it's usually Swampert are usually physical. I get the Intimidate, and he actually uses Avalanche, so it's a good thing I switched. That does nothing to Gyarados, especially after the Intimidate. Gyarados could also have handled the Earthquake or the Waterfall, which I thought might be coming. So with Gyarados, I decide to go for the Dragon Dance, thinking he's going to switch, but he doesn't. Like, this guy doesn't like to switch, I don't think. Whatever, good for me. Wrong. He uses Roar, so there goes my Gyarados. So I get an Azelf, which I actually wanted. I was thinking about switching to Azelf instead of Gyarados, because this guy has Grass Knot. The reason I didn't is because I didn't think he would get a safe switch on Swampert. So, yeah, I just Grass Knot here and kill it. You know, ×4 on a heavy Pokemon is pretty much KO for Azelf. So here's my Azelf. This is actually going to be the end of him, pretty much, because this Azelf's going to destroy his team. With Grass Knot and Flamethrower, it's kind of hard for you to win with a Sandstorm team. So he sent out Hippowdon, which I guess is kind of annoying. I don't think I can kill this with one Grass Knot, so I use Nasty Plot to raise my special attack a little. I don't think he can kill me either, unless he's carrying Crunch, but most Hippowdons don't carry Crunch. And I was right, and he utilized Fang, so I'm really happy about this at this point, because now I got a free Nasty Plot. So I'm going to use Grass Knot here. It's pretty much a KO on his Hippowdon. There's no way I think he's going to survive. As I do, his Hippowdon dies. Mainly because of my spikes and Stealth Rock he let me get. Dead. From here he sends out Bronzong, but it's a heat-proof Bronzong. But it doesn't really matter after a Nasty Plot and all those spikes, because now that he's a heat-proof Bronzong, he gets by spikes. Which is kind of interesting, but if your opponent's using spikes, it's kind of obvious. Or maybe it's just that he didn't feel like breeding a levitating Bronzong. I have no idea what the deal is. But one Flamethrower, he's pretty much dead. And not to be, the spoiled king, but his next Pokemon is Metagross, which also gets killed by Flamethrower, so you can just stop watching this if you want. So, yeah. This Azelf's actually Expert Belted, which further increases its effectiveness against this team. It's pretty standard Azelf, to be honest. He gets hurt by Spikes and Stealth Rock, and then I Flamethrower for the win. Ouch. It's gotta hurt, that poor Metagross. It's a shiny Metagross, too. I'm kinda jealous. I want a shiny Metagross. Anyway, that's the game. Good game to DaPokeManiac. Bye-bye.